Okay, in this little series, what we want to do is go ahead and put some lights on the plot. And now we need to explore our resource manager a little with a little more in depth, right? Because the resource manager gives us all kinds of pre-made symbols of lighting equipment. And so if we look at the light plot that I've given you, you'll see that there are really only two kinds of lights that are out there. There is an ETC Source 4 Junior Zoom, and then there is also an ETC Source 4 Par Wide Flood. Every fixture, those are the only two fixtures, conventional fixtures, that are used in this drawing. So how do we find these symbols that may already be created for us? In your resource manager, you'll see that you have a Vectorworks libraries. And what I want to do, if it's not open, just click the little caret next to it and it will open. And what you're going to want to do is scroll down until you get to the folder. Let me open this up, right? And it'll say Objects, Entertainment, Lighting Instruments. That's great. So now if I click on that, it will open that folder and you will see a huge list of every manufacturer of stage lighting equipment. Here's Chauvet, Chroma Key, Claypaky, Comar, Color Kinetics. That's one I was using recently, right? Digital Projections, DHS. We're in the E's. Now we're going to go down to ETC. Let's go down to the ETC, and you can see that there are a whole list of ETC products here. And what we want to do is we want to look at the ETC Source 4. So let's click on that. Now that I've clicked on the ETC Source 4, there are actually folders now inside of that, right? So the Source 4, Source 4 750, right? Let's scroll down. Source 4 LED, Source 4 Junior. I think one of our fixtures is a Source 4 Junior. So why don't we open this folder? Might have to double click it, right? And so now I've opened this folder. And if I look at the first one, I may not be able to see all the text, but if I hover over it, it'll tell me. It says that it's an ETC Source 4 Junior 26 degree, a 36 degree, a 50 degree. Oh, and here's the one we want. A lighting instrument ETC Source 4 Junior, right? Let's double click on it, which has selected it. And now we can come out anywhere on our drawing, anywhere. And let's just plop one in. Now the first click is the location, and the second click is going to be its rotation. So I've just drawn it straight up and down, and there it is. And look, we have a lighting device. And it's called, an ETC Source 4 Junior. It's 575. It gives us a bunch of information about it, right? So now let's go back and let's see if we can find our other one, right? Source 4 Junior. Oh, here's Source 4 Par. And I think I needed a wide flood par. So let's look in this folder, right? Here's a narrow spot, a very narrow spot, medium flood. Oh, and here's a wide flood. Let's double click on it and pull it over into our drawing. And now I have a Source 4 Par in my drawing. Everything is going great, right? So now I've selected those fixtures. I can now go back up and look in my drawing. If I look in my drawing and I scroll down my resources, there's my 21-foot lighting pipe. Let's keep going. Oh, look, it has added that symbol to my drawing. So now that symbol is part of my drawing. And here's the Source 4 Junior, right? So both of those symbols are now in my drawing, and I can put them wherever I want. We'll start throwing them onto the drawing here in just a second.